Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Today we have got a few PC gaming news stories to get through, and also happy 420 to everyone. We're going to get through these news stories, so grab your favorite dab torch, sit back, and let's blaze through the news. But first, today's video is brought to you by LevelGo.com, where you could save money on games for all of your favorite platforms, as well as software like Windows 10 Pro for under $16, Microsoft Office 2016 for $40, and Microsoft Office 2019 Professional Plus for under $80. And if you use my code PTL20 at checkout, you'll get 20% off of Windows 10 Pro, or you can use the code PTL15 to get 15% off of the entire website when you use the links down in the description below. So as I said, we got about 4 or 5 stories to get through here today, so we're going to kind of get through these a little bit quickly, but yeah, we're going to get on top of it. First up, starting off with Rockstar and the imminent development, or I shouldn't say imminent, it's already going on, the development of Grand Theft Auto 6. And it is happening, apparently, according to a former 3D artist by the name of Michael Bybin. He put on his resume recently that he had been working on Grand Theft Auto 6 between December 2017 and April 2018, and he also had been credited previously on working on the game Red Dead Redemption 2, so he is a former employee of Rockstar Games, and he says in his resume, obviously here, we don't really have any other information on this yet, but other than the fact that Grand Theft Auto 6 is under development, which I think we all expected, but it sounds like it's been under development at the very least since December 2017, if not even earlier than that. But with these games usually taking anywhere from like 4 to 7 years roughly to develop, as they usually come out in pretty much tip-top shape, and they usually come out almost nearly perfect. Maybe they might have a few bugs here and there, but they're usually pretty darn good. So yeah, it looks like at least it's being worked on, which is exciting. I love the GTA series, love Red Dead series. Pretty much anything Rockstar does is always incredible. Probably one of my top developers, right up there with CD Projekt Red. Don't really know anything else yet about GTA 6, where it's going to be set or anything like that. Personally, if I were to pick a location for it, I would love to see it set in London. We haven't seen a game in the GTA franchise set in London ever since it was like GTA 2, which was when it was still like a top-down isometric sort of game, which I didn't really like those original ones. They were really hard to control the vehicles in those, so I would love to see them do a proper 3D open world game set in London and the London underworld and all that kind of stuff. Kind of like it makes me think of movies like Snatch, Rock and Rolla, basically Guy Ritchie films, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. If you haven't seen any of those 3 films, what are you doing? Close the video now and go and watch them by whatever means necessary. But where do you think GTA 6 is going to be set? Let me know down in the comments below. What is your dream location for where this game would be set up? Next up, we need to talk about Microsoft, who pulled an oopsie. That's right, Microsoft did an oopsie in their most recent antivirus patch, which is honestly breaking antivirus software. So if you're not running any antivirus software besides, built-in Microsoft Windows Defender, which is what I personally use, I don't find that I need anything beyond Windows Defender and the occasional scan with malware bytes. This recent update, which is numbered KB4493472, that's a mouthful, is causing some issues with programs like Avira and McAfee, to name just a couple. Also, the program Threat Prevention 10.x. So it's causing quite a few issues there with these programs, where they describe it over here on Hot Hardware as that the above software packages installed may be incredibly slow to boot, or may even become completely unresponsive after the system has been restarted after you've installed this latest security patch from Microsoft. So if you happen to be running a third-party security software, definitely be wary of this update, and if you have noticed some issues happening recently, then it very is likely this update causing it, so I would certainly advise you to go ahead and uninstall that security patch for now until they fix it. But honestly, I don't know why anyone uses these paid antivirus softwares or even other third-party softwares. Microsoft Windows Defender, along with just a little bit of common sense, works absolutely fine. That's really all you need to be safe out there on the internet. So don't pay for this kind of security software. It's honestly really pointless if you just have the most minor bit of common sense and don't click on random shit on porn sites. Easy. Next up, Ubisoft, in response to the recent tragedy which happened over in Paris with the Cathedral of Notre Dame, they are providing the game Assassin's Creed Unity for free up until the 25th, so you got about 5 days more left if you want to redeem this. All you got to do is have the Uplay installed on your PC or download it and open up the store, and you can go ahead and redeem a free copy of Assassin's Creed Unity, which I am actually downloading actively right this moment, because I never really finished the game because of all the issues this game had when it did first came out. It was one of the biggest mess-ups that Ubisoft has ever created, honestly, with this franchise, or really any game they ever did. It had just had so many issues, and I guess I'm hoping that by now, here in 2019, most of those issues have been patched, because I love the Assassin's Creed games, and I would love nothing more than to play through this. But yeah, I just figured I'd give it a go here and see how it runs in 2019, see if it's running any better, and if some of the game glitches and things like that kind of just completely broke the game world, hopefully they've been fixed. And if you want to give it a try, like I said, redeem it on the Uplay store. It's free until the 25th, and once you add it to your library, it's yours to keep forever. You just have to redeem it by the 25th, as I said, so go ahead and grab it now. Last up, but certainly not least, we have the system requirements and also a launch trailer for Mordhau. Now, if you're not familiar with Mordhau, this is a game that had a Kickstarter a couple years back. I was a very early backer on this game, and it's something that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. So basically what it is a multiplayer medieval game. If you've ever played Chivalry Medieval Warfare, it appears to be exactly like that, but with much hotter graphics, really hot animations, and gory effects and things, and just massive battles, just like we saw in the Chivalry Medieval Warfare games. This is not the same developer or anything. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not. But yeah, basically that was a huge inspiration for this, and it's going to be coming out on April 29th. It's only about 9 days away. I couldn't find anything on an official price for it yet. The Steam page itself even doesn't have a price. I heard some people saying it was going to be retailing for $25 at release. I think I backed it for $60, but that came with like alpha access, beta access, all this other stuff. So yeah, it's going to be out April 29th, the full release. We have the launch trailer, which you have been probably watching just now, and we've also got the system requirements for what it's going to take to power this game. So for the minimum requirements, they are saying for the processor side, they would like you to have an Intel Core i5 4670 or AMD equivalent, so a quad-core without hyper-threading, along with 8 GB of system memory, and an NVIDIA GTX 680 or higher, or the AMD equivalent, which they don't even bother mentioning. I have a feeling maybe they're siding with NVIDIA here with terms of optimization, and DirectX 11. I don't think there's going to be any other APIs in this. We might see that, but hey, we'll have to wait and see. And they also say 20 GB of available space, so not a massive download. On the recommended side of things, which is usually aimed towards 1080p, 60 FPS, that kind of, at like high settings, that's usually what they're targeting with recommended requirements. They are recommending i5 6600K or an AMD equivalent, so probably something like a 1600X or higher, 16 GB of system memory, and on the graphics side, a GTX 1060 or AMD equivalent, and that would be like an RX 480 or a 580 or even a 590. So it seems like, mid-range card should be able to do this game 1080p and pretty decent performance. When this game does come out, I will certainly be taking a look at it and testing it out on a variety of graphics cards, and I'll let you guys know how it runs once the game is available on the 29th. But I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, as I'm going to do the same. Don't forget to hashtag 420blaze it, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, as I said. If you enjoyed this video, though, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on it down below. Subscribe if you're not already. And if you have been here for a while, ring that notification bell. That way you never miss a moment of content as soon as it goes up here live on the channel. And I'll see you on Monday for another video. Ta-ra.